merging vertices in Blender. In this video we'll explore wireframe mode, how to merge two vertices into one vertex, why you would want to do this, and how to control the sensitivity of that merge. So let's hop over into Blender. In front of us here we have the periscope we've been working on. I'd like you to look at the info header right at the very top of your Blender window and cast your eyes over to the right hand side where we can see it says Blender version 2.74, then it gives us verts and that says 20. We also can see 16 faces. So we're going to use that information coming up so we can keep that as our reference. So let's hop over into edit mode and make sure vertex select is selected. And let's just scroll around and count our vertices. I count 12. If you count all of the vertices that are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what's going on? Why are there 20 vertices and I'm only seeing 12? Well, even though we've merged this so it's one mesh, it's remembered that the vertex that makes up this wedge is different from the one that makes up the cube, even though they exist in exactly the same point in 3D space. So how do we go about selecting the other one? Because at the moment it doesn't matter where I click around this area, I can zoom in, I just can't select it. Well, not only does wireframe mode, which is down here, so near edit mode on the 3D header, we have our viewport shading options. We can select wireframe. We can also use the Z key, so you may have toggled it if you've ever tried to undo something and mishit the keys. Now we're in wireframe mode. If you select, you can see it toggles between the vertex on the wedge, and we can see that with the orange lines, and the vertex of the cube. Now ordinarily there would be another two lines coming out on these two edges here, however they are covered up. So how do we merge these two together, and why would we want to do that? Well, let's cover the why first. So I'm going to hop back onto solid shading. I'm going to go to edge select, and remember that whenever you select vertex select, edge select or face select, what is it essentially doing is selecting the vertices that make up that face or that edge, or indeed when it's just a vertex select, just the vertex itself. So if we select this front edge here, it's likely to have selected that wedge rather than the cube. And if we drag that forward, it has, excellent. We can see that's made more of a house shape. So in this case, we may not want to merge these together because now they're actually in two separate places. However, if we wanted to move the whole lot at once, thus creating a completely different shape, what we'd want to do is merge these vertices with these ones here. So if I shift and click that edge inside as well, and go over to the left hand side onto the tool shelf and scroll all the way down, there's an option to remove doubles. Now when you click on remove doubles, nothing will happen, and that's because the four vertices we have selected are very far from one another. They're not 0.0001 Blender units. So we're going to have to increase this number down on the lower left until they snap together. And there we go, they have now snapped together. And we can see up there that it's removed two vertices, because we're now on 2, which is the 2 either side of this edge, out of 18 rather than 20. That's brilliant. Let's do another example down at the bottom. We're going to go to vertex select, select this one here, and I'm going to go into wireframe so I can select the other one that's in exactly the same place. This time, when I hit remove doubles, because the merge distance is so high, it's definitely going to work, but because they are in exactly the same place in space, it would work anyway. And that's removed another vertex, and now you shall see the amount has also dropped down now to 17. So I feel a challenge coming on. Are you guys ready? I'd like you to make your periscope the minimum number of vertices that it can possibly be. Go ahead and try that now. Welcome back. let's go and make our periscope have the minimum number of vertices that it needs in order to make the same shape. So I've got this bit of a squiffy thing going on here. Now, if we lower the merge distance all the way down to 0.01 and select our entire model and click on remove doubles, it will remove the extra 5 vertices in this case that I had. So now we have 12 out of 12. You could have gone round and done each one individually for more control, but in this case, because the merge distance I've lowered all the way back down to a very low number, it only merges the ones that are in exactly the same place in space. Now, I've now got full control over the model, and I can move that roughly to where it was before. And in fact, with the median distance here with the Y, I can actually go in there and type -1, and that will probably straighten it up to where it was before. That looks pretty neat to me. Excellent. How did you guys get on? Did you decide to select all of the vertices and then just remove doubles on the entire model? Or did you go around one by one and take a bit more caution over it? Of course, if you had a very high number when you were merging, so we selected all and you click remove doubles, but this was something much higher, perhaps earlier on, you could have ended up with a line or some sort of other shape going on. Kind of cool sort of fractal crystal going on there, but it's no longer our periscope. And in fact, if it was really high, you would find that all of the vertices would merge to one point, and then you would just have one vertex left in the model, and that's not really 3D anymore. In fact, it's no dimension, it's just a point in space. But well, let's stop being silly and let's drag that all the way back down to where it was before, so we've got our periscope back again. If you haven't done already, I suggest you go to File, Save As, name it something like Merging Vertices in Blender, or whatever you want to call it yourself, and save that file. As always, I would recommend saving as much as you can. I do like the versioning. You can use that as a fallback as well as this system, or indeed Dropbox. But I do like having finite control over what I'm doing. So in this case, I've saved as, and I've called it Merging Vertices in Blender for my own reference. Remember guys, please save. Once you've lost work or screwed it up beyond belief, it will be incredibly hard to get it back. Okay guys, see you in the next lecture.